Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. It is time for fall planting and already winter prep in the garden. Here to get us going in the right direction, we welcome back gardening coach Tiffany Garner. Winter prep? What are you talking about?
I know. This summer went by so fast.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's really, you're going to set yourself up for the most success if you start now.
That's right.
Okay.
Absolutely. So hopefully if you've had a good season, you are harvesting stuff out of your garden right now. Absolutely. I'm still pulling this broccoli out of my garden.
Look
it has
how gorgeous
been
that is.
just multiple harvests off of this broccoli. It's just these tiny little kind of Rob-like broccolis.
Cute.
The gift that keeps on giving. You want to make sure you're harvesting your summer squash when they're nice and small. We're not trying to grow a state fair, you know, blue ribbon.
They can go crazy, right?
They can go real big, much like this cucumber.
Oh no.
That's supposed to be a pickling cucumber.
Wow.
But there's always one that gets away.
Overachiever.
Overachiever. They love to hide.
Well, and do they taste better when they're the appropriate size?
They do.
Okay.
They do. This one right here is going to be bitter. Very bitter and full of seeds. So you could harvest the seeds if you want to, you know, be hardcore like that.
There you go.
Or it goes into the compost.
Okay.
Also, those tomatoes are hopefully ripening up right now. If not, now is the time of year to get your green tomato recipes going.
Oh, there you go.
That's what happens.
Okay.
Also, you want to not overwater your tomatoes because if you overwater, they start to crack.
Oh no.
So pick them while you can. If we're expecting a big rainstorm and you have some ripe ones, get them off the vine.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then once you've got everything harvested, it's time to switch over to your fall winter garden.
Okay.
If you don't want to do anything, that's fine. Cover crop is a great way to go. Cover crops are going to increase your soil health and decrease erosion, like when it rains all winter and it's just washing your soil away.
Sure.
So we put those cover crops in, and then it also adds organic matter because in the spring you can just till them right into the ground.
So you just kind of spread a nice layer over everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and you can pick, there's a variety here, the buckwheat, the fava beans, crimson clover. You can plant just one variety, or you could mix them all up and throw them in there together.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
What about these tasty garlic cloves we see down here?
Time for shallots and garlic.
Okay.
It's time to start shopping for them. The nurseries are getting them in stock. It's not quite time to plant yet, but the nurseries are starting to get them in stock. This one is actually one of my favorites, and it's called Music. And the reason why it's my favorite is because it's these huge, gorgeous cloves.
That's monster garlic right there.
Monster garlic.
Okay.
And so you pick each one out, and then you plant them individually, about 6 inches apart, and then in the summer you get these gorgeous heads of garlic.
Yeah, because once they're in the ground and they've been prepped, do you have to do much?
No.
Okay.
That's why garlic, shallots, and onions are my favorite.
Okay.
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget
Set it and forget
and
it.
they're like the most delicious things.
Pretty much.
It's almost unfair.
I know. Also the leeks, you know, I grew leeks this year, these little guys on the end. And again, they're not state fair winners, but they're delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
come
know,
on.
Big guy. Yeah. Also time to get, you know, another round of brassicas in, your broccoli, cauliflower, collards, things of that nature, kale. And you can go and get yourself a 6-pack, easy peasy from the nursery, or you can start them from seed. Good time to do lettuce and again, the broccoli. So really easy to throw those into the ground this time of year.
Do you have stuff that you grow indoors or bring inside in the winter months?
I do not.
Okay.
I do have a gardener friend of mine who, when her pepper plants, they're often not quite done yet.
Okay.
When the cold hits, and she will actually dig them up, put them in pots, and bring them inside to let them ripen off in her house.
That's tender love and care right there.
It is tender love and care.
Okay. We don't all have to make that big of a commitment.
That's right. That's right. Some things to look out for. You might see this culprit in your garden. This is called powdery mildew.
Oh.
And that's going to affect your squash and your cucumbers primarily. And luckily, it's not really a big deal.
Okay.
It's always going to happen. We have, you know, some dry spells, and that's going to cause it. If you thin your leaves out throughout the growing season, keep them on because that's the solar panel that's giving your plant energy. But if you thin them, it adds airflow and you'll be less likely to get that powdery mildew early on.
Okay.
But since it's hitting this time of year and now I'm harvesting, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's not going to damage my fruit at all. And you want to make sure that you dispose of these leaves in the compost bin that gets taken away and not in your home garden.
No.
Yeah.
Do you, I mean, if it's already there, would you ever spray anything on or anything like that, or just we got to
No.
get it out of there?
Yeah, they sell fungicides, but really
Not for this case.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more preventative. If you use the fungicide all season, you may get a little less of the powdery mildew, but it's too late once you see it. Don't bother treating it.
Okay.
Just cut out the most affected leaves.
Okay. And what's that purpley flowery thing?
Oh,
up
this is
there?
borage. So yeah,
Cute.
don't forget to harvest your herbs too.
Come on.
And this was just a little volunteer, and these ones are like the fancy, like you put it on your food. You can eat the flowers, and so you can like dress up your dish and make it look real bougie.
Really impress your friends with that.
Very impressive. It's a very impressive little thing.
Thanks for stopping by. It was great
Absolutely.
to see you. Okay, happy gardening. We'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.